This is a boat skip tutorial. First off, to start this trick, you need to get something called Actor Glitch. What Actor Glitch is, you crouch stab this door, and on the second frame of recoil, you pause, equip your hover boots, and then out of your on-pause leg, you want to be mashing A so he opens the door and goes through it. That was a frame late, that was third recoil frame. That's first recoil frame. You want the next one. That was also completely late. That was like the fourth frame. That's the second frame of recoil. Then after, you want to turn around, get lined up with the door, use Z to line up with it, press hook shot, and shield, all while still holding Z. Then you want to equip your cover reboots, and as fast, you need to side hop left and then mash A as fast as you can, because if you don't do this, then even if you clip out, you will not get the trick to work. And after, retarget to line up with this wall, side hop right, backflip twice, side hop left. After you get here to this point, release Z, slash, shield or S turn left, retarget. Now, your next step is to get pot ISG off of this pot. How pot ISG works, you press B, then you press A a frame after. So it kind of cancels out the stab. You will know if you got this, because Link's sword will have a kind of whitish texture around it. That was late. That was also late. Now that one worked. After you get it, throw the pot. Oh, and also, I am using emulator for the sake of an input display. So after you get the pot ISG, you throw the pot, just go directly back. You want to be lined up with this part on the skull. After, you want to side hop right and shield drop a chew. But, something to mention here. When you shield drop the chew, you need it to scale all the way up the wall before you ever release shield. If you release shield, this'll happen. Your ISG blows it up, and you gotta start the trick completely over. So this is what's supposed to happen. After you shield drop the chew, you need to S turn 2 frames to the left. If you're slow, you're still fine. You didn't fail the trick just yet. Just line back up with the skull, side hop, and try it again. Okay, now take note of where Link's hat is on this wall. That is how you know you got your 2 left S-turns. Now from right here, you want to side hop left and S-turn down. It has to be an S-turn, because if it's not, and you shield turn down, you're going to lose ISG, and the trick will not work. You will not hover. And I didn't S-turn down fully. So, if that happens, you gotta try it again. Now, after you've gotten this far, you see the red chew line, right? You want to pause buffer until you don't see that line. You want the first frame of where you do not see that line. Also, take note of where Link's hat is lined up. How it's lined up with that other part of the wall. That's how you know that you're in the right position. That's first explosion frame. What we're going for the very next frame. Okay, this is the frame that you want. Once you hit this frame, you want to equip your hover boots. Start holding down. Do not stop holding down until further notice, until you finish your second chew hover. In your unpaused lag, you want to be holding Z down and R, and you want to press A. And then after backflipping, you want to start pause buffering again. Now at this point, when you see that Link has shielded damage midair, you want to release R, and then start pause buffering again. You want to pause buffer until you get to this frame. Now from here, you want to keep holding Z and down, but now you want to hold R. And in your unpaused lag, you want to press Bombchou. But you do want to pause also. And then keep pause buffering and holding down Z and R until the frame that the Bombchou is in front of Link's feet. You want this frame. Now, as I mentioned before, keep holding Z down and R, and then in unpaused lag, press A so he backflips. But do not release shield. You release shield, it's going to knock you down. Now from here, you want to pull a chew, pause, equip your Kokiri boots, and then in unpaused lag again, you want to be holding down, but you need to press R and A on the same frame. And then, backflip. Then equip your Kokiri boots. If you did not clip out of bounds, then watch what I did again more closely. I apologize for all the pause buffering. But go back and watch what I did again. So from this point, you equip your hover boots. Now you want to be holding right. And as soon as the screen starts coming back up, when Link is done voiding, you need to be mashing start as fast as you can. Because you have to... Well, I'll explain it when he gets up there. Okay, how I said you gotta mash start as fast as you can. Take a look right here. You see how this button isn't lined up with the door? If you get a frame like this, then you were not mashing fast enough. And you had to restart the entire trick over again. It means you just failed it. Okay. Now, how the C button is a little bit before the door, you want to pause buffer until this part of the C button is right against the door. But you want to be holding right the entire time also. So pause buffer until you get to that point. Okay, how it's a little bit further again. I just failed it again. Pausing right here is the hardest part of this entire trick. Okay, right there, that is the frame that you want. And it has to be that frame. It does not, this trick does not work on any other frame except for this one. Now, after this, you need to buffer in a press of Z. You want to get just like that. You see how Link is positioned? After you do this, you want to keep holding Z. Then you want to hold up left. In unpaused lag, you want to press A so he side hops. Now, there are many methods after this point that you can do for this trick, but I personally like to do the method I'm about to show you. I find that it's much easier. So, for the method that I do, I pause buffer until Link is in that part of the screen. It's not very precise, he just needs to be somewhere down there. Then after, I equip the Kokiri boots. Let Link fall. Then after, hold shield, and then hold right. Crouch down twice. Then shield turn down. Then press Z. Equip your hover boots. Now the next part is actually very, very simple, and this is why I like the setup. Now, all you do is hold forward, roll twice, and then after rolling twice, just keep holding forward. You should wind up here. From here, press B, hold it, let Link do spin attack, but before the spin attack finishes, hold shield. Then, press Z, run forward. Congratulations. Now, all you have to do is do your method of boss key skip. This is the method I like to do. I equip the Kokiri boots, put the sword away from right here, I backflip, bonk into the door. Then I hold shield and I shield turn right. Then hold Z, back walk off. Go back up, perform your boss key skip. And there you have it. Folks, good.